So you join us on the start of day 3 of Pedro and Pals road trip to Andorra. We have packed up the camp. We are just checking some fluids. Are you going to the toilet? Nice. We're checking some fluids, making sure everything's okay. We have roughly a 3-hour drive to our next stop, which I will explain to you when we're in the car. But now we're all ready to go. We're going to quickly stop at the nearest petrol station, top up with some petrol, and then head towards the coast. All stocked up in fuel. Time to hit the road. So fuel stop is now done. We're just heading to the nearest supermarket, get some supplies for dinner tonight, because we are going to a place called Bauduc, which is a massive natural beach right on the coast of France, so kind of near Marseille area. So we're going to go there. There's a lot of kind of off-roading trails to lead to the beach, and then hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll be able to drive on the beach itself. It's about 3 hours away from where we are, so not too far at all. But once we're there, we're very far away from any kind of shops or facilities. So that's why we're going to stock up with food now. I filled one of my jerry cans up as well. We're going to be a long way away from any kind of petrol stations. So we have now stocked up on supplies. We're back on the motorway. It's around 2 hours and 45 minutes until we get to Bauduc. Weather's going to be really nice today. It's going to be around 25 or 26 degrees. Normally on this beach that we're going to, it's quite famous for windsurfers, so chances are it's going to be really windy when we're there. But I have to say a massive thank you to Arthur and his family for not only letting us stay on his land, but also hosting us so well, showing us some beautiful lanes. We also had a little campfire last night. The whole family came out. A couple of Arthur's friends turned up as well in a Fiat Panda 4x4, and they joined us as well. It was a really nice evening. We all just had a great laugh. Drank some wine, had some cheese, had some sausages. It was great fun. It was a really, really nice experience. So yeah, a big thank you to him and his family. But now we're back on the road, heading to our next stop, and let's see where this adventure takes us. Before we knew it, we turned off the motorway and started to get towards the coast.
In 3.3 kilometers, we are turning off the main road and beginning the trail to Bauduc.
The tarmac roads quickly ran out, and we started the trails leading to Bauduc. wasn't long until Bauduc took its first victim. Oh no, he's stuck! Oh, Loza! Huh? Oh dear. And the first victim was a reliable Japanese off-roader. What a shame. I think backwards. Jezza can pull you out. Loza, are you stuck?
Oh, I'm just having a... yeah, I'm stuck.
So we have just arrived at the outskirts of the Bauduc area, and it's already claimed its first victim. Loza in the Grand Vitara, completely stuck in what I would call a little puddle. He's just getting towed out now by Jamie. Hey! Well, they need to, because they always get stuck.
Go on, Aaron, your turn.
I'm alright, thanks.
Hey, no way would have come out of that.
Look at that. After that massive cock-up from the reliable Japanese off-roader, we continue to explore this absolutely beautiful area. As we were all having fun, another reliable Japanese off-roader had an issue. This time it was Jamie's Suzuki Grand Vitara, and unfortunately his engine light turned on.
I don't have any leaks.
What's happened, Jezza?
I might have blown a sensor off. I've got water in a sensor going through the mud.
Why?
Fire lights on.
Once Jamie decided to ignore his engine light and oil light, we then discovered that we weren't able to drive on the beach, which was a bit of a letdown, but we thought that might be the case. So then we found a little area where we could have a play, and then we pitched up camp, ready for the night. If you think we were just being reckless hooligans, then you're wrong. A park ranger came over, had a chat with us, loved our cars, and let us carry on. Right, we've found a little spot where we think we're going to camp the night. In the middle of nowhere, really. Pedro the Panda flag flying freely. We're going to stay here. It was then time to collect some driftwood, chop it up, and prepare the fire to keep us warm. Look at them burgers. As the sun was starting to set, we all sat around the campfire to keep warm and to take in this beautiful region of France. We then had some saucisson, which is a local French sausage, and then prepared for the windy night ahead.
You can get it at Sainsbury's, but it's like £6 for like
Right, time to get in the tent. The wind is blowing, it's starting to rain. The fire's going. Thank you for watching part 3 of Pedro and Pals' road trip to Andorra. In part 4, you join us leaving France, driving over the Pyrenees and entering into Andorra.